Welcome back to another exciting lesson on the music of Mexico, exploring the music and culture. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to perform and identify the following rhythms: quarter note, eighth notes, and 16th notes. Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, is a holiday celebrated November 2nd. The tradition originated in Mexico, although it is marked throughout Latin America, with each country celebrating different customs. The Mexican custom combines an indigenous Aztec ritual with Catholicism, brought to the region by Spanish conquistadors. Dia de los Muertos is a celebration of the lives of the deceased. In addition to celebrating with food, drinks, and activities the dead enjoyed in life, families clean and decorate grave sites of loved ones on Dia de los Muertos. The dead are also remembered with ofrendas, small personal altars honoring loved ones. Popular symbols of Dia de los Muertos are calicas and calaveras, skeletons and skulls. They appear in candied sweets, as parade masks, and as dolls during the holiday. Calicas and calaveras are often portrayed in fancy clothes and entertaining situations. On Dia de los Muertos, it is thought that the dead awaken from their eternal sleep to celebrate with their loved ones.
Hi, fifth graders. My name is Miss Smith, and I am one of the music teachers at Eisenhower School. And today I'm going to be teaching you a chant called El Reloj de la Calavera. Okay, so it's in Spanish, and it is about the Day of the Dead. So the words are as follows. Cuando reloj marca de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Then it goes tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Might be thinking to yourself, what does that even mean? So I just said, when the clock strikes 1, the skeleton comes out of the tomb, out of the graveyard. Tumba ta tumba, tomb. Okay, so that graveyard. So remember, we just learned about Dia de los Muertos in that video. And the Day of the Dead in Mexico is a celebration. It's not meant to be like a scary, spooky thing, right? There's dancing, there's music, there's food, and they're celebrating the lives of their ancestors in Mexico. So there's many different verses for El Reloj de la Calavera. But so it goes when the clock strikes 1, then there's a verse for when the clock strikes 2, all the way to 12. And in each verse, the skeletons are doing something else. In one verse, the skeleton is looking for Andrew. In another verse, the skeleton is dancing. Another verse, the skeleton has a cough. This first one is when he comes out. So we're just going to focus on the first verse today because we're really going to focus in on those rhythms. So we're going to learn this. The words are going to be probably the trickiest thing for you. But that's okay. We're going to take it really slow. So let's practice those words. You're going to repeat after me. We're not going to do this in rhythm just to get the words in our mouth. Okay? Cuando reloj marca de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Then it goes tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Pretty good. Let's do this one more time, just echoing back and forth. Cuando reloj marque de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. All right, let's take that tumba ta tumba part and let's kind of make it longer. So you're going to go tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Then it does it again. It repeats. So you do that 2 times in a row. And that's the second half of the chant. Listen, you're going to go tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Why don't you try now? All right, good for you. So that's that easy part, okay? Now we're going to take that first part, which has a little bit more Spanish, okay? And we're going to try it. So you're going to go, cuando reloj marque de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. And then we're already at the tumba ta tumba part, okay? Let's do that first part one more time, okay? My turn, then your turn. Cuando reloj marque de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Let's combine it, whole thing. My turn first. Cuando reloj marca de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Cuando reloj. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. Look around you, find something that you can keep a steady beat with. It could be you just tapping somewhere on your body, tapping your foot, tapping two pencils like rhythm sticks, or if you got a little egg shaker or something to shake, you can shake with me. Here we go. We're gonna try the whole thing. We might do it 1 or 2 times just to get some practice, okay? 1, 2, let's try from the beginning. Here we go. Cuando reloj marca de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. How'd you do? Let's do it one more time together. Here we go. 1, 2, let's try it. Go. Cuando reloj marca de una, la calavera sale de se tumba. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Awesome!
Okay, you're back with Mr. Scrow now, and we're going to do a little rhythm review. Some of you may have seen some of these rhythms before. You practiced them in band or orchestra, or maybe you take an instrument at home. While some of you have not really paid attention to the rhythms, and I want to make sure that we are all on the same page with the rhythms before we go a lot further. So we're going to some of this will be review, some of it will be new information for others. So let's start with the red box. What rhythm is in the red box? That's right, it's a quarter note, and it equals 1 beat. How about the blue box? That's right, 8th note, and it equals half of a beat. And our final rhythm pattern, what is in the green box? You got it. It's a 16th note, and it's worth a quarter a beat. Now, before those of you that math does not come easily to, or you're math challenged, and you might be starting to get a little nervous, or you have some cold beads of sweat coming down your forehead whenever I mention the math word, I do have to tell you, music and math are related to one another, but I'm going to help you through it. It's not going to be that bad. So let's take a look at the orange box. The orange box has a new rhythm, and it sort of mashes 2 rhythms together. So in this new rhythm, it's a combination of 2 rhythms that we already know. Do you know which 2? Each 16th note gets a quarter beat, and each 8th note gets a half of a beat. How many 8th, 16th notes do you see? We have 1 8th note and 2 16th notes. So if we add them together, drum roll please. 1 beat! Okay, so the final thing before I take your questions is you're going to head over to the Google Classroom and pick up your exit ticket that you're going to fill out before you log off of the meet today. I will be here until the rest of the period to answer any questions that you might have about rhythms.